Hello friends, welcome to Dipta's Parsala. Today we will discuss about nutrition in plants. After completion of this chapter, you can define nutrition, you can describe the different modes of nutrition found in plants, and you can also explain the process of photosynthesis. So let's get started. In your previous classes, you have learned there are different components of food. For example, carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamins and minerals. These components of food are also called as the nutrients. So why these nutrients are required for our body? To stay healthy, to grow, to repair the damage of our body, to carry out the life processes such as blood circulation, excretion, respiration, etc. So the intake of these nutrients into our body and its utilization in our body is known as mode of nutrition. So mode of nutrition means the process of taking food by the organisms and its utilization. Nutrition is of two types, that is autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Auto means self and trophos means nourishment. Here the word autotrophic means self nourishment. Only the green plants, they can synthesize their own food by combining water and carbon dioxide. Okay, but the heterotrophs, hetero means other, they cannot synthesize their own food, they have to depend upon other organisms for their food. So these are again of two types, that is parasitic and saprophytic. Okay, but today we will discuss about the autotrophic mode of nutrition, and the organisms means the green plants which conduct the autotrophic mode of nutrition are called as the autotrophs. As I have told you, the plants utilize carbon dioxide and water to synthesize their food. So where do they prepare their food? It means which is the kitchen of the plants, and how do they get the raw materials like carbon dioxide and water, and how these raw materials are transported in the plants. So let's understand and find the answer of all such questions by understanding photosynthesis. So photo means light and synthesis means combine. It means plant utilize light energy to combine carbon dioxide and water to form glucose, and in this process oxygen is released. Now how the plants trap the sunlight? Okay, so in the leaves, you know, the leaves are bright green in color, and that is due to the presence of a pigment called as chlorophyll pigment. These chlorophyll pigments are responsible to trap the light energy from the sun, which is very much essential for photosynthesis. Next, how does they get the carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide is present in the atmosphere, and here you can see this is the leaf, and if you will see the leaf surface under the microscope, you will observe some minute pore like structures that are called as the stomata, and which are surrounded by some kind of specialized cells called as the guard cells. So these stomata, here it is open stomata, and this is the stomata which is closed. So the stomata are responsible to trap the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Now question comes, how the minerals water are transported in water? Here in the picture you can see some pipe like structures, these are called as vessels. There are two kind of vessels found in plants, xylem and phloem. Actually these vessels are very small, they are thread like straw. Okay, and they are found all over the plants, and they carry the water, the mineral and the prepared food to different parts of the plants. Now you understood that in the presence of sunlight, by utilizing carbon dioxide and water, okay, the plants can synthesize glucose, and in this process they release some oxygen. But the plant parts other than the leaves, if they are having chlorophyll, they can also synthesize the plant food. So now you have understood that the leaves are the kitchen of the plants. Now here you see this is the cactus plant, and in cactus plant you may think it as the leaf, but this green structure is actually the stem, and the leaf has converted into spine to reduce the transpiration. Okay, so as these stems are also having chlorophyll, they can also conduct photosynthesis, they can prepare their own food. Okay, so sunlight and chlorophyll is a must, that is very much essential for the photosynthesis process. Now let's do one experiment to understand how sunlight is required, and without sunlight how photosynthesis is impossible. Okay, so to understand this, you have to take two plants of the same kind. Okay, one is sample 1 and another is sample 2. So you can keep the sample 1 plant under the sun, and you can keep the sample 2 plant in a dark chamber, or you can keep it inside a cardboard box for about 3 days. After 3 days, you collect one leaf from both of the sample. Then you put those leaves in boiling water. Again, after boiling it, you transfer it into a beaker containing alcohol and give them a water bath. After that, you wash the leaf thoroughly. So you will see now the green color is not there. The leaf has become colorless. Okay, so now you can put iodine solution. In your previous classes, you have learned iodine can turn starch or carbohydrate into blue-black color. So when you will add iodine solution to both of the colorless leaves, you will observe in sample 1, which was kept under the sun. Okay, it will turn into blue color. It means starch is there. There is the presence of glucose. Okay, it means photosynthesis has occurred. Now look at the leaf of sample 2, which was kept in a cardboard box. So it has not turned into blue. It is brownish color, which is the color of the iodine solution. Yes, it means it has no starch in it. So photosynthesis has not occurred. So from this experiment, you can conclude that the sunlight is very much essential for the process of photosynthesis. Now look at this picture. You can see so many colorful leaves. Okay. So actually these colors of the leaves are due to the presence of a colorful pigment known as chromoplast. Actually they cover the chloroplast found in these leaves. Okay, so green color is not prominent, but as they are also having chlorophyll, they can also synthesize their own food. Now recall about the pond or river water. You might have seen some green color patchy, green patches, slimy patches, okay, floating over the water. Actually these are the microscopic aggregation of some plants which are called as algae. They are also having chlorophyll, so they can also synthesize their own food. Now look here, you can understand this is the equation of the photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll combine to form glucose and oxygen. Glucose formula is C6H12O6. It is a carbohydrate. So you can know that the carbohydrate is having the ingredients like carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. But plants also need protein and fat for their growth and development, and they utilize these nutrients, these ingredients to prepare their protein, essential protein and fat. But they also need nitrogen, which is a essential ingredient of proteins and fats. Then how the plants get nitrogen? So soil has certain bacteria, and some of the blue-green algae, they convert the atmospheric nitrogen into fixed nitrogen, and they fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. And also farmers, they utilize some of the nitrogenous fertilizers, okay, so that plants get their nitrogen from the soil. Here you can see in the picture how nitrogen found in the atmosphere are getting fixed into the soil by some of the bacteria. I hope you have understood what we have learned today. So let's have a quick revision. Okay, so all the organisms need food and utilize it to get energy for growth and maintenance of their body. Green plants can synthesize their own food, whereas the other organisms, they cannot prepare their own food. Plants utilize carbon dioxide, water and minerals to synthesize their food. Last but not the least, chlorophyll, water, carbon dioxide and sunlight are essential requirements for photosynthesis. In the absence of any one of these, photosynthesis cannot take place. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. If you are having any doubts, please write it in the comment section, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share my channel. Thank you.